Konbanwa, everyone. I'm still going with the new intro. It's fine. Look, it's working. I'll make it work. Bone. Yes, I did this last time. But yes, hello, welcome everyone. It is a Friday night. And that means it's another stream. And that means it's more Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. Or Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I forget exactly how the game is worded. Anyway. It has been a little bit. I think it's been a week or dang near close to it. Okay, Mr. Green. Hey, look. Alright, look. I'm working on it, right? Raising it back up to like Demon Lord status is. It takes a while. It takes a lot of investment. Anyway. It's gonna be more Phoenix Wright tonight. We left off, since it has been a while, we left off in the middle of the fourth case. I hear flipping burgers helps. Oh look, I don't want to stoop that low, right? We left off on the fourth case in the middle of it. I believe we are currently on the second day, maybe the third day? I forget exactly how it counts. Of investigation. We are after the first court day is basically what I'm saying. So, my thoughts are all over the place today. But yes, we'll be launching back into that. We have to prove the innocence of our good pal Miles Edgeworth. And that's going to be tricky because up until the end of the first court date, things were not looking great. Basically, it was almost cut and dry that, oh yeah, he did it because there's no possible feasible way that anyone else could have done it. But we managed to pull something out of our ass and get him an extra day at least. Oh, there we go. Loading the content. Ah, okay. Continue. Okay, we are on day 2 of investigation. This is, I think, one of the longer cases. We might go up to, like, I don't know if we hit the day limit, like the 3-day limit for the court cases, but I think we get pretty close. December 26th Detention Center Visitors Room. Okay. Maya! Oh, right, I gotta do voices for this. Oh, boy. Hey, Nick, it's you! Quote-unquote voices. I'm glad Mr. Edgeworth made it through the day okay. It's a relief. Hey, why'd you do that anyway? It's like, it was a boring court case, Nick. I had to liven it up somehow. I don't know. I just knew I had to do something. Well, thankfully, you bought us a little bit of time. I know I'm not the lawyer my sister was. I'm sorry. Well, you did save the trial. Just behave from now on, okay? Oh, okay. Let's see, Mia. Any luck with Mia? None. I can't get through to her at all. I tried. I really did. I don't know what to do. I think I probably shouldn't have stopped my training. She sounds like she really did do her best. I should check and see if there are any waterfalls in the local area. I wonder if I'll ever see my sister again. Have you been questioned yet? No, not yet. Detective Gumshoe was here just now. He said, seeing as this is your first offense, we'll let you go after questioning. Phew. Oh, and he wanted me to get bail money ready. You can pay for me, okay? Huh? How much? I don't know. I guess they'll send you a bill or something. Why do I picture giant bales of money every time I hear the word bail? Okay, I guess that's it. I guess we just now go... let's go back to the Gourd Lake entrance. Maybe there's more stuff we can look through there. December 26th, Gourd Lake Park entrance. There are fewer than there are yesterday, but the cops are still around in the park. I wonder if Detective Gumshoe is here today. I guess we'll find out. December 26th, Gourd Lake Public Beach. Haven't seen Larry around today at all. Probably off paying through the nose on a date with the lovely Kiance. Good for Woods. Oh, there's a Gumshoe. Hey, Detective Gumshoe. Hey, pal. The trial today at, Yes, what about the trial? Well, I was gonna say good show, but it wasn't really all that. Though you did say Miss Edgeworth, I guess. What's my... Oh, right, whoops. Man, I am... Oh, yeah, I gotta post to go live. Oh, boy. I'm losing it, dude. Like, what the hell? Like, I told you guys, my thoughts are all over the place. Thank you. I just wanted to try to thank you, you know? Thanks. Okay. Detective Gumshoe? Any idea what strategy Von Karma is planning for tomorrow? It sounds like he's bringing in another witness. Another witness? Oh, right, he said something about that in the trial today. There were 2 witnesses. Maud Plague Nurse on the case of the missing tweet, thank goodness. Well, that's someone who's looking out for me. I was wondering who that other witness was. Who was it? Sorry, pal. As much as I'd like to, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Right. Oh, right. I wanted to ask you something about Edgeworth. What's up? Is he afraid of earthquakes? I never heard anything about that before. Mr. Edgeworth doesn't talk about himself too much, see? But there's one thing that's clear as day. Him hating the crime the way he does, and him becoming a prosecutor, and him being scared of earthquakes. It all started with that incident. The DL6 incident? Yep, that's the one. 15 years ago, when he saw his father shot before his very eyes. He still feels the pain now, you can see it in his eyes. Oof. I wanted to talk to you about Maya Fey. Huh? She's not out on bail yet? That's strange. I told them to let it go as soon as they had the report written up. Man, I don't know what would have happened in that courtroom today if it weren't for her. Seeing her getting dragged out by the bailiff? I'll be honest with you, pal. I shed a tear or two. Mr. Edgeworth, he was so moved I saw his lip trembling. Really? Cold as ice, Edgeworth? He was really grateful for what she did, you know. I'm gonna head back to the station. I'll get the report on Maya and get her out of there as soon as I can. Thank you. Oh, wait. I was wondering, how much is bail going to be? Don't worry about that. Mr. Edgeworth is posting the whole amount. What? Edgeworth? Didn't I tell you? He's grateful to her for what she did. Alright, pal. Well, don't forget to go pick her up, okay? Maybe I can get Edgeworth to pay this month's rent, too. Okay, looks like we can go back and get Maya now. To the detention center. Maya, we're coming! Maya! Hey, Nick, you finally came. They just finished the paperwork. I'm free to go. For your last, eh? Those interrogators were really mean. They were like, okay, what did you do this time? Like I was some kind of criminal. Can you believe it? Well, they let you out in the end, didn't they? Oh, that reminds me. Thanks for bail. Thank Edgeworth. Huh? He posted bail for you. Said he was grateful for what you did. Mr. Edgeworth did that? I have to make it up to him. We've got to win this case, Nick. Okay, I think we talked everything we can about you. We'll go back to the Gordon Lake entrance. There aren't many cops around today, are there? They're probably back at the precinct, working up the case against Edgeworth. Hey, y'all! Oh gosh, I'm rusty with the accents and everything now. I gotta work back up to them, so they're gonna be like slow rolling at the beginning. Hey, it's Lotta. Y'all really did it today. What did we do now? Nah, I'm not complaining. See, I did a little thinking, a little self-reflection, you might say. I realized that being a witness is a mighty big responsibility. But I just went up there and started blabbing any old thing that came to mind. Lotta. So you see, I want to make it up to y'all. Make it up? What'd you think of the trial? To be honest, I was doing it half just to say I'd been a witness, even though I didn't really see anything. I kind of convinced myself I had, though. I'm sorry, I know I caused y'all a lot of trouble. Well, memory is a tricky, vague thing. Yeah, I sure know that now. I'll be fine the next time I witness a murder. Right. You mean the first time you witnessed a murder? What about Gordy? Right! Well, the way I figured, the trial only stoking the flames of Gordy fever. I'll get my exclusive photos and rocket to stardom. Alright, Lotta, you go, girl. I wish I could be an investigative photographer now. Finish your spirit medium training first. Lotta, what do you mean by making it up to us? Well, you see, actually, I got a bit of information for you. What? That Von Karma didn't want me to say nothing about it. What information? Now we're getting to the heart of it. See, I reckon we might be able to do ourselves a little exchange. Exchange? I thought this was to make it up to us. Right. I propose a little exchange to make it up to you. What? Information don't come cheap, my friend. Hey! I see you thinking, how unsophisticated these southern folks are. It's written all over your face. Let me tell you, most southerners are way more sophisticated than you. I'm just the exception, okay? Well, what'll it be? We're gonna deal or not? What do we do, Nick? We got a deal. We don't have any other leads, so I don't think we have a choice here. Okay, how much? Huh? You're completely off your rocker? I may not be sophisticated, but I'm not trying to rob the poor. Huh? The only fair exchange for information is the information. Listen good. What I need from you is information about Gordy. Whoa! Gordy? But Gordy doesn't... I mean, Gordy might not exist. Then bring me proof that shows he don't. I'll be keeping watch from the car, okay? You see something, y'all come to me first, got it? Oh, okay. Right, see y'all later. Okay, Nick, let's get hunting. Hunting? You don't seriously mean... Gordy? I sure do. What about Edgeworth? We're searching for Gordy for him, Nick. Don't you get it? Okay. And how exactly do we search for a make-believe monster? Maybe we can find a monster myth specialist. Well, suppose we get farther into, What? Oh, Jesus. What's that? The Steel Samurai, Nick! Yo, Maya! Larry! What the heck is that? Oh, it was my girl Keontae's idea. She was all, if you like, put this here, it would be like really cool. Dude, she gave it to me along with the banner. Wow. That's real impressive she could find those for you. Well, she knows a lot of people. And that show's finished now, so she got them for free. Right. Hey, Larry, when did you get that big thing? Huh? Oh, the big guy? I've had that for about a month, yeah. It's a big hit with the kids. Why wasn't it there yesterday? Huh? Huh? Oh, right. The compressor was busted. Compressor? Yeah, it's that little unit by my hot dog stand. That's what I used to put air in the Steel Samurai. It broke a little while ago, so I sent it in for repairs. Oh. And here I thought you'd inflated it by yourself. Yo, Nick! What happened with Edgy? Well, we made it through the first day in court, all right. I don't know how good our prospects are from here on, though. Huh. Hey, Larry, did you know Mr. Edgeworth's secret weakness? He's terrified of earthquakes. He acts like a little boy. Huh? That's weird. I don't think he was ever like that in school. No? Really? Well, we were only in the same class for a little bit. He transferred schools pretty quickly. Transferred? Right, when the DL6 incident happened. Doesn't look like Larry knows about it, though. Well, that's the wrong button. I don't really think we're getting much else here. What if we go to... Let's try the Criminal Affairs Department. September 26th, Police Department, Criminal Affairs. Hey there, pal. What's up? You look out of sorts. Wait, you didn't go and do something that's gonna hurt Mr. Edgeworth's case again? What do you mean again? Whatever, have a seat, pal. I'm here for you if you need anything. Besides money, that is. How's the investigation proceeding? It's not, really. We have another meeting coming up. We're supposed to talk about Mr. Edgeworth's motive. His motive? See, Mr. Edgeworth's father died in the DL6 incident. And the guy who got the lone suspect... Oh, the guy who got the lone suspect declared innocent was the victim in this case. Robert Hammond. They're saying that's why Mr. Edgeworth shot him. Edgeworth never talks about his past. But they'll drag that out and hit him with it in court tomorrow, too. Poor Mr. Edgeworth. I gotta admit, it doesn't look good, pal. Say, Detective Gumshoe, do you know Gordy? The monster down on Gourd Lake? I personally know. Well, we're looking for it. Huh? Are you out of your minds? Eek. You got time to go wild monster hunting? How about do a little questioning for me then? Oh. Detective Gumshoe is scaring me, Nick. I told Detective Gumshoe about the deal with Lotta. Nick, try telling him sooner next time! Sorry. I see, pal. I'm sorry for shouting at you. Okay. I, Detective Gumshoe, will aid your search for Gordy. Huh? I'll loan you one of our newest secret weapons for finding evidence. Really? You can take whichever one you like. Okay, give us the goods. Hold on now, everything in due time. First, let me show them to you. These are our best and brightest. Introducing secret weapon number one, Missile. Missile? He's a canine police dog, still in training. Missile! Missile! Yeah, boy. Oh, it's a dog. Here he is. Hey, he's cute. Look, Nick, cute dog. A cute dog? This will help us how? Next, secret weapon number two, a fishing pole. Yeah, this is my own personal pole. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for a monster. Yeah. How are we supposed to catch a whole sea monster with a fishing pole? Never know till you try, pal. Okay, this next one's the last one. Oh, please, I'm already overwhelmed by our choices. Secret weapon number three, a metal detector. Yeah. Detective Gumshoe, we're looking for something alive. Right. How are we supposed to find it with a metal detector? And you never know, it might have been eating soda cans. Well, which would it be? I can't make up my mind, Nick. They all seem so perfect. I can't make up my mind either, for the totally opposite reason. Oh well, I suppose I can hurt to borrow one of them. I remember this one. And to borrow the metal detector here. Can we borrow that metal detector? Sure thing, pal. I'm not sure what we're going to find with it. Like, I'm not sure what we're going to find with this. Remember, you're hunting the monster. Anything is possible. Anything. We got a metal detector now. The plushie in the back. Oh, you like it now. Just wait. Just you wait. Okay. Let's go back to Gourd Lake. To the public beach. I don't think I really went to the boat rental shop. Let's try there. It's always so quiet here. I wonder if the boat shop is closed for good. Well, with the murder on the lake and all. They're probably just taking a vacation until it blows over. I get it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Ah, God. That is ear-splitting. Not that I have ears, but Jesus. Nick! It's beeping! The metal detector's found something! Sure is loud enough about it. Whatever it is, it must be in those bushes. Go check it out, Maya. Why do I have to check it out? Nick! Look! Huh? An air tank? Huh. The valve looks broken. I thought it was Gordy. Maya, first of all, why would Gordy be in the bushes? And second of all, why would a metal detector react to a sea monster? Oh. Huh? There's something wrapped around this air tank. It looks like a string of flags? Well, we might as well take it with us now that we found it. It's heavy. Air tank of dubious value retrieved. You know what? I have a... call it a hunch Maybe Larry knows something about this. What? An air tank? What about it? Larry, I wanted to ask you about this tank. Is it yours? Say, is this air tank yours? Why would I have anything like that? Look, see how there's a string of flags around the tank valve? It's just like the string of flags around your steel samurai there. Must be a coincidence. I don't know what the fuck Larry's voice is. There's a string of flags everywhere these days. Like elementary schools. And used car dealerships. Look, why would I need a tank anyway? To inflate something. You used this to inflate that, didn't you? Inflate what? What else? That big puffy steel samurai. Now, why would you go ask him fucking what is his voice turning into? It's like, hello gamers. Like, no, why would you go ask me a question like that? Looks like I hit the nail on the head. Right. Actually, see, the compressor I always use was on the fritz. So I tried using the tank to inflate it just once. It didn't go so well. As I suspected. I'll ask more about the tank. It didn't go so well? Yeah. Do you think you could be a little more specific? Come on. Look, it's embarrassing, so I really don't want to talk about it. Tell us. Fine. Whatever. It's like what I said, the compressor was busted. So I took the tank and tried to fill the samurai up with that. And then... That's a familiar noise. The valve busted open and made this incredible noise. And that tank there took off like a rocket. And took my forward-inflated steel samurai with it. What? Off into Gourd Lake? Sure scared me out of my gourd, that's for sure. So the tank and the steel samurai you were trying to fill up flew away. What happened next? Well, all that happened on the 20th or so. The 20th? A week ago. Now, as far as I could see, the tank went flying out in the lake. So I went out every night in a boat looking for it. I mean, Counter gave me that steel samurai after all. And when did you find it? Just the night before last. It flew way out there. Took me 4 whole days to find it. The night before last was the night of the murder. Sorry for not telling you, Nick. Actually, I was here on the night of the murder. As you see, I went home before midnight. So you didn't know about what happened? No. That's too bad. It's not all bad. We've solved one mystery at least. A mystery? Maybe we should go tell her. Yeah, I think that's the thing to do. Oh, wait. She's gonna be at her car, that's right. We have to go to the woods. Hey, y'all! Well, y'all find anything out about Gordy? No, nothing. Well, keep moving. It gets cold out here at night time. It is a little chilly. I think I have to sneeze. Whoa, no you don't. No sneeze. Oh, achoo. I told y'all no sneezing. See, I set the camera to respond to things a little softer than a bang. It triggered one of Von Karma's finger snaps now. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, well, sorry's nice, but what about my film? Nick, pay the lady. Well, Mr. Lord, I got the info y'all need. Y'all got the scoop on Gordy for me yet? Yeah, Gordy doesn't exist. Lotta, there is no such thing as Gordy. What? How can y'all be so sure? Really, Nick? Y'all got some proof Gordy don't exist? The proof that Gordy doesn't exist is here. Of course I have proof. No lawyer with his badge would make a claim without the proof to back it up, except that we've done that at least a few times, I think. Here's the proof that Gordy doesn't exist. It's his fucking air tank.
Take that!
Larry's air tank? What are y'all doing with an air tank? This is Gordy. Excuse me? What exactly are you saying, Nick? There's a stand near here. A hot dog stand. There's a giant inflatable samurai doll there. About a week ago, an idiot, who happens to be a friend of mine, tried to fill it. He used his air tank, and when the valve blew, the tank flew off into the lake. Apparently made a pretty loud bang when it flew. A bang? Oh my god. The tank, along with the still deflated samurai, fell into the lake. At the same time... Yeah, no, that'd do it. A couple was taking a photograph of the lake. This photo! Wait, so you're saying that Gordy is really the Steel Samurai? That's a fine way to ruin a gal's dreams. I'm sorry, Lotta. Ah, it's okay, you win. I'll give you your info like I promised. Poor Lotta. So tell us this information you have. A promise is a promise, I guess. I overheard the cops around here saying something about the witness tomorrow. They said he's the caretaker of the boat rental place up the path here. Boat rental? There's someone there? I mean, it looks so deserted. Just an old guy living all by himself. Y'all should go check it out. Thanks, Lotta. We will. Let's get cracking, Nick. Hold on. Something else? Yeah. The night of the murder. My camera clicked twice, you know. Wait, so you have another photo? Well, yeah, but there's nothing in it at all. Just the lake. I figured it wouldn't be much use as evidence, so I kept it to myself. Well, it might not be helpful at all, but... Here, take it. Shows an empty lake. Bye now. Y'all take care. Time for me to pack up and leave. Poor Lotta. It's all Larry's fault. Legend still lives on, I guess. The legend? Yeah, the legend of Larry, familiar to all who know him for any length of time. When something smells, it's usually the butts. Someone should whip that butts into shape. Alright, looks like we're going to check out the caretaker. Can I look at this lake photo? No? Okay, it's just gonna be a description. Boat rental. Okay. Hey, Nick! This is the boat shop that Lotta was talking about. You're right. Doesn't seem to be anyone around at all. Let's go check it out anyway. Let's gotta get the chat of samurai dog. I think the stand's closed, guys. Caretaker shack. Let's go check it out. It's a bird! Meg, that you? Eek! Oh, jeez. Hey, is that Keith with you? I don't know what the fuck this old man voice I'm doing is. Where have you two been? I've been worried sick. Nick, you handle this. I think I'll leave this one up to you, Maya. Meg! Yes? Finally made up your mind, have you? Doing my best, like, crazy old man impression. My mind? You'll run the pasta shop when I'm gone? Pasta? Glad to hear it, glad to hear it. You make your old man proud. And you kids left the house, I didn't know what to think. How am I supposed to keep this place running? An old man like me. Polly, the kids are home. I'm dying. I'm not fucking squawking like a parrot. Hello? Hello? Nick, what was that? Man, your crazy old man impression sounds like normal sky. Shut up! A parrot. The one on that perch. Keith! Yes! I'll leave the wet noodle in your capable hands, Sonny! Nick, what's the wet noodle? Based on the available evidence, I'd say it's the name of his pasta shop. That's a relief, isn't it, Polly? His voice is all over the place, I'm sorry. Hello? Hello? Yep. He fell asleep. I guess he's relieved. Am I supposed to talk to this man? Let's talk about— I don't fucking care about the pasta shop. This is a boat rental shop, right? Who are you talking about? This here is the Palace of Pasta, the wet noodle. Well, now that you mention it, we haven't gotten many orders for spaghetti lately. All the kids come up and say, "Yo, dude, we want to ride in one of your boats." That's why I keep them boats out there. Youngsters these days, darned if I understand them. I don't know why he's southern now. I'm pretty confused myself. Nick, this isn't going anywhere. This old man is the witness tomorrow, right? We gotta find some way of getting information out of him. Yeah, I don't think the pasta option is gonna go anywhere. But if we maybe if we show him we're an attorney? That's the lawyer's badge. Yes, it is. I don't believe it. This old guy is the first person to recognize my badge. That's kind of sad. I get it. Huh? Yep. I got you figured out now. You're not Keith. Nick, now's our chance to clear things up. Sir. No, I'm not Keith. And I'm not Meg either. We're here investigating a murder that took place on this lake the other night. Please help us. A lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. What's that? When this case is over and done, you'll run the wet noodle. Fuck it, why not? We ball. I'll be a noodleman. I'll be a pasta salesman, whatever the fuck they're called. Okay, we promise. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Also, who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy! Good for you, Keith! Oh, wait, didn't I just say... You too, Meg! Yes? You bring a tear to the old man's eye, you know. Now, what was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly! Hello? Hello? I was talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Oh yeah, that's not what I wanted. Yep, I've seen this. You know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes? It's okay. You can call me Dad. Dad! You know something about this? Yep. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I don't know all about that. I seen it. What? Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose, since you're taking over the shop and all. I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. Yep. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. God, my brain is in the gutter. It'll just look like a fucking giant penis in a boat. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. Yep. What did he say? Yep. I forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by court time, promise. We need to know earlier than that. Wow, what an amazing parrot that is. Good morning. Hello? It ignored me. Well, you forgot me? You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly? How you been? Hello? Hello? See? Neat. So the parrot's name is Polly. We have added the parrot to the court record. Too bad all she can say is hello. Oh, Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. The secret words? Okay. Can you tell us more about the bird? Polly here's my only friend in the world. That's sad, sir. Isn't that right, Polly? Hello? Hello? Yep. Alright. I'm gonna fucking move back to the just stuff the whole bird into the manila folder. Just grab the whole bird, shoved it in my pocket. It's like, yep. Let's go to the tent. No, not the tent. The criminal affairs. Detective Gumshoe was in here. Now that you mentioned it, didn't he say you had a meeting to go to? Ah, that's right. Let's come back later. Ooh, do I have to talk about wait, maybe wait. I have to talk to him about the fucking old man? Or the noodle shop? Probably do, don't I? Oh! I guess I didn't talk to him about Polly. Whoops. Ah, my memory's gotten worse of late. So I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Oh, that's important. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228! All right! Hey, Polly, watch it, will you? See, Nick? All it takes is a little clever thinking. You know, in a criminal mind. Quick, Nick, write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? Yep, that kid next door. You always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat. Got himself some whiskers growing out of his face. So he talked about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Huh? Polly, have you forgotten something? What? Don't forget the L6! Huh? What did you just say, Nick? One more time, Polly. Don't forget the L6! Okay, yeah, this was an important piece of information we needed, okay. What? DL6 incident? Hey, mister! I mean dad! This is getting weird. Who is this old guy? Why would that bird Polly know about DL6? I have to figure out who that old man is. Oh! Yeah, this is one of those cases where I jumped the gun because I remember parts and I forgot others. What? He locked the door from the other side! Who could that old man be? I think I need to do a little more research on this DL6 incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Okay, now we go to the criminal affairs department. I knew we had to go back. Here we go. Hey, pal, knock long. Ooh, whoa, man. Talk about being tongue-tied. Hey, pal, long time no see. It's almost happened again. You don't look so happy. What's wrong this time? Actually, wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gourd Lake? Oh, yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Huh? How'd you... That was supposed to be a top secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Mr. Lotta Hot yesterday. And as for who he is, we have absolutely no idea. Sounds suspicious. Detective Gumshoe, please help us. Huh? We need to know about the DL6 incident. That was when Edgeworth's father died. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about DL6 either. Mr. Edgeworth forbade us from reading the file. So, I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, pal. What? However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident is related to this case, hell, I guess I consider opening the file up. I think we have just the thing based on what we just heard. Here, have you seen this bird? They say the bird is the word. What's that? The parrot? The old man at the boat rental shop's parrot. The parrot knew about that incident. That incident? DL6. What? Polly! Polly, have we forgotten something? Bark! Don't forget DL6! Bark! No, I still ended up squawking as a fucking parrot. Oh well. Huh? I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? Wait, what if that old man was connected to DL6? Nick, you think he might be? I get you. Sounds like you need information on the DL6 incident. Although there is the station records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. All right, way to go, Detective Gumshoe. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face Edgeworth past. Oh yeah, this is a records room, all right. There's binders everywhere. Wow! It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files and 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find that DL6 stuff quick. "15 years ago, both me and Edgeworth were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Because of DL6? Nick, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know what you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file." Let's see. Let's start with the case summary. Well, first I have to get a handle on the main facts, like a summary. Right. Summary. Found it. Here you go. December 28th, 2001. I forgot that this game takes place in 2016. That's wild. This game came out in 2001. I honestly forgot how far of a leap into the future it was at the time. That's exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow. So in 2 days, the case is closed. The incident took place in the elevator of the district courthouse. What? Is this the same district courthouse where we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Speaking of the future, I'm super excited the Apollo Justice trilogy is coming to, I guess, Steam and Switch and whatnot. That'll be hype, because I've never played the first Apollo Justice game. I played the other two. And I imagine the 2 3D ones are going to have all their DLC, so that'll be cool. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. Wow, that was some earthquake. At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours? How would it be scared like that in the dark? There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator, and the survivors were unconscious. Is that possible for that to happen? Like, I feel like elevators aren't fully sealed like that, but then again, I'm no elevator tech. They're survivors? One of the 3 in the elevator had been shot. In the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said that his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. Do you have data on the victim? Edgeworth's father? Yeah, hold on. Victim, here, found it. Gregory Edgeworth, 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with his son Miles. Miles! Miles Edgeworth, of course. So he was in the elevator with his father. The angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Where have I heard that before? Huh, it sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Got any data on the suspect in there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on, this is it? The man arrested as a suspect in DL6 was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, then he had to have done it. But he was found innocent, thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Hammond? The victim in our case? Right. The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived, so much so he had brain damage. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. And he was declared innocent. He disappeared. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? He may be closer than we think. I guess I know generally what happened in Deal 6 now. I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. Nick, are we going to take the whole file? There's too much. We'll never get it out. You're right. How about we just take what we think we'll need? DL6 case file added to the court record. Right. That's probably all we'll be able to find here. And all that's left in the trial tomorrow. I wonder how Dad will do testifying in court. Yes, we'll save. Now it's back to the court. Court is now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, apparently the prosecution is also ready. Who's the judge here anyway? Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Very well, an opening statement, so... Not so fast, Judge. I was taking a meaningful pause before speaking. Right, of course. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. Oh, order! Order! Mr. Von Karma, what is the meaning of your statement just now? Bah! Must you question everything? It will be over in 3 minutes. We have no time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Right. I call my witness, my decisive witness, to the stand. It's that mysterious boat shop owner. Witness, state your profession. I am the proprietor of the restaurant Wet Noodle and Gourd Lake. And I also read boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. Wait a minute. The witness hasn't stated his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah! I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Stop asking trivial questions and cooperate. Yeah, right. The witness will state his name. Not really sure, yep. What do you mean? My memory... Your Honor, the witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. He can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we? Witness? It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight, yep. I was in the restaurant while I rent boats as usual. Then I heard a bang, yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Had a pair of penises just sticking up out of it. I mean, look at them. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. Very well. I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There is nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Ergo, no need for cross-examination. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. Judge, your verdict now. Yes. Mr. Wright? The fucking, I'm gonna cross-examine him. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Of course I'll cross-examine the witness. Very well, you may begin. Excuse me? Mr. Von Karma. 3 minutes just passed. I see. Well, then let's just take our time. You may cross-examine the witness. Let's see. To the restaurant. Heard a bang. Looked out the boat. Heard a bang. Yeah, let's press that. That seems press-worthy. By your window. Yep, by my window. Right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty darn thick. He's right there in front of me. I saw him. That is a rather important detail. Please add it to your testimony. Tisk. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? Uh-oh. Dad! Dead certain, Keith. He said, I can't believe he's dead as he was walking by, too. Witness, are you sure the person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him! That Edgeworth boy! This sounds like a decisive evidence indeed. I see no room for doubt. Von Karma. He lured me into cross-examining him so he could set me up for a fall. Tisk. Nick, I don't like the way things are going here. Everyone in the courtroom is glaring at us. I better act quick or this trial is going to be over. Always raise an objection when possible. Your Honor, we proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun, and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. He could have wiped his prints after he fired. You are ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything is in the witness's testimony is true. Judge is lost in thought. What should I do? Your Honor, this witness claims that Edgeworth said, I can't believe he's dead. But his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie... Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently, you've yet to realize even this basic fact. You say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Nick, do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. Are you sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. Please? Can you hear me, sis? Please? We need your help. Nick needs you. Tisk, tisk, tisk. 3 minutes was perhaps too high an expectation. However, 15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record. Enough! The witness may leave the stand. This court sees no reason to further prolong this trial. Nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for misinterpretation of the facts. What? No! This court finds the defendant, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Uh-oh. The accused will surrender to the court immediately, to be held pending trial at a higher court within a month from today's date. That is all. The court is adjourned. Wait! Who was that just now? Me! Huh? Ah! Larry! What are you doing here? Listen! You gotta listen to me! I was there in the park the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until just yesterday. But then I remembered it! Remembered what? The gunshot! I heard it too! Holy shit, Larry coming in clutch. Order! What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I call for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yeah, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remember. Anyhow, I just can't sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Order! Order! Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Judge, you've already given your decision. The trial is over. Nick, this is it. Larry's given us one final chance at this. She's right. If only it wasn't Larry. He could make things even worse. Mr. Edgeworth was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. I love how you give everyone a voice. Well, I figured it'd be a little bit more entertaining than just talking in my normal voice for everyone. Also, welcome, Catsy. You're right. Okay. Your Honor, there's another witness. It is our duty to hear him speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to provide an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify. Now! What? The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. The court is adjourned. Phew. That was too close. Sorry to keep you on the edge of your seat like that, Edgeworth. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, Edgeworth. You're sweating bullets. I just wonder what Larry plans to say in there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh, right. And he found the balloon in the air tank that night. Yeah. Hey, Edgeworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Mr. Edgeworth, there's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? Oh. When you fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. Then I saw the pistol lying on the floor in the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Right. Yeah? This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma's only ever run perfect trials. Perfect trials? Yes. Stop repeating what I say. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. That someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick! No 10-minute trial this time! We'll milk this one for all it's worth! Hey, it was 15 minutes! 15! Everything's on Larry now. Court is now back in session. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of December 24th. Right, leave it to me. Please, Larry, don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have time to prep his witness. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being our big break. That night, I was out in the boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back at the rental shop dock. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. Single gunshot? That's an unusually vague testimony even for this court. In any case, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong, Nick? It's Larry! I have no idea what he's going to say if I press him. I'm a little scared. Well, if you've come this far, there's no way to go but forward, Nick. What do we have here that... Ah, haha. Perfect. Larry, you're full of shit! Wait a second, Larry. What? You only heard one bang? You're sure? That's what I said. But Miss Lotta Hart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Huh? Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nick, please! Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you gotta treat me nice and stuff, okay? Mr. Butts. What? You only heard 1 gunshot. Are you sure? Well, to tell you the truth, I'm not sure. Huh? Not sure? How can you not be sure? Yeah, well, I might have missed the other gunshot. I was, listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones! What?! Order! Order! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? That's a crime? I listen to my radio. Everybody listens to the radio. What's the big deal? God, for some reason Larry's voice is the roughest one on my throat. Mr. Von Karma, your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his shocking testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Considering that Larry's our only chance at surviving this whole thing, yeah, we're gonna let him continue. This is also a pretty big thing if he only heard 1 gunshot, radio or not. Your Honor, please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Bah! Nothing is more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know when he's lost. Very well, Mr. Butts. Please give your testimony and be sure to include details like your radio. Right, leave it to me. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an all request read on the radio, see? I was listening to it real booming loud like. But I'm sure I heard that gunshot. I remember exactly what DJ was saying when I heard it too. What was the DJ saying? You were listening to your radio at a high volume? Yo, what's the big problem? Can't a man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem is here. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum beat from the radio. True enough, it is difficult to believe this testimony. Excuse me. Wait, Your Honor! The witness said he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An announcer. The guy who says things on the radio. Anyway, speaking of which, we're going to play in Killer Frequency tomorrow. What this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. I can't believe I'm continuing this charade. I want to know what that DJ said. What did he say? Mr. Wright, please cease these pointless questions. What possible good could knowing what a radio DJ said do us? Indeed, Mr. Wright. Indeed, Mr. Von Kalmer has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. We should care. We should care, Your Honor. Of course we should. Why? Well, how do you know if we don't ask, hmm? Fine. Very well. Mr. Butts, please testify to the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just what she said. Hey, it's almost Christmas. I heard the gunshot. It's almost Christmas? Oh, it's this line. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, so she said just after midnight. This is a very famous Phoenix Wright line. Almost a meme, really. Comes around every year, no matter what social platform you're on. Larry, are you absolutely sure what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scary, dude. Hey, if you try to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor, did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, hey, it's almost Christmas, when he heard the gunshot. Indeed. And? Almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas! Oh, I love that line. Take it out of context, it's so weird. Did you also know there was a live action, I think like movie, or a couple movies, of the first game of Phoenix Wright? They also have this line in there, and I think it's just flat silence. Do you realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes. But that contradicts the two testimonies we've heard so far, Your Honor. Both Miss Hart and the old man said it was after midnight when they heard the shots. In other words, when they heard the gunshots, it was already Christmas. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. Well, hello, Caffrey. Welcome. Order! Order! What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. Judge, the answer is simple. The court witness is plainly mistaken. I warned you this day would come. Wait, which day is this? You warned me about many days. Just look at him. Suspicious. What? Well, Mr. Wright, what do you think about Miss Butt's claim that he heard the gunshot before midnight? I think he's right. I missed the debut, you see. Ah, yes. That's my fault. I forgot to tweet that I was going live. Notepad file for weeks. Oh, no. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. he heard that gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. It was in fact directly my fault, yes. Let's see, where's that second lake photo? I think that had a timestamp on it, didn't it? Yeah, it was just taken before midnight. Always his fault. Yeah. Look at this photograph! This was taken by our witness yesterday, Miss Lotta Hart, with her automatic camera. That's why you got them angry eyebrows. Now, I do have the eyebrows, yes. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24th, 11:50 p.m. Oh? Hmm? But there's nothing on the lake in this picture. Your Honor, the real issue here is not why nothing is shown in this photograph. It is why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? I was just saying the phrase that I had preloaded long before the announcement of the reveal. Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Hot ball! How dare you! Also, you say it like this is a new thing. Correct. Like, I was not bald prior to this. Look, I can't pull out the eyebrows for every little thing. Figure it would still be true. What if I had hair, though? What would you have done then? There was a loud noise in the lake at 11:50 p.m. This is why this photograph was taken. In other words, when Larry heard that gunshot, it was most definitely still Christmas Eve. I would have rioted. Indeed, it would seem that this is the case. Maybe I should get Beatrice to make me like a wig or something. Oh, that'd be fun. Then, where does that leave us? Miss Hart testified that she heard the gunshots after midnight. Are you claiming she was mistaken? Not at all, Your Honor. In fact, it is a fact that the camera also triggered at 15 minutes after midnight. Your Honor, that night there were 2 sets of gunshots with a 25-minute pause between them. Oh, it has to be pink hair. Why would this be? Do not be fooled, Judge. The camera was set to respond to loud noises. Yes? Bro, Super Saiyan, wait for hype trains. Man, if only I knew what a hype train was. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. There is no proof that the loud noise at 11:50 was a gunshot. Why the witness could have sneezed, triggering the camera. Hey, my nose was clear that night, man, clear! Also, we already established a sneeze was not enough. Well, Mr. Wright, there's no turning back now. Can you prove that the loud noise at 11:50 p.m. was indeed a gunshot? Please show the court evidence if you have any. How about a gun? This is my evidence. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. That 3rd shot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. Order! Order! That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. However, this leaves me wondering exactly what did happen that night on the lake. I don't know why, but my head was like, please show the court where the bad accusation hurt you. Exactly. If this is true, then there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why, I ask you? Why? Uh-oh, I better think of something quick. Wait a second. Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. Ah! What's wrong, Nick? I have it. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the Steel Samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course I remember. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? Maya! Yes? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edward's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch and I'm gonna run with it. Right. I mean, Is this safe? Safe? We've already gotten a guilty verdict. We have nothing to lose. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Right, Nick. Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Wright. The testimony just now cleared up this entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? Tisk, tisk, tisk. So you finally realize the truth. There could be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Karma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on that lake. This was shown by the witness's photograph. The defendant Edgeworth and the victim Robert Hammond were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well? The guilty party has to be the other man on that boat. I admit it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes. But this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We got photographic evidence at the time of the shooting. The timestamp on the photo says 00:15. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 25 minutes before the shot on the lake. It's the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men on the boat are. Edgeworth and the murderer. Of course, it was Edgeworth and the murderer. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. What? Are you serious? Yes, Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this. Ludicrous! Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name? Right, it's... I don't know. Actually, I don't know the murderer's name. You don't know? Bah! Again, you waste my time. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat, that old boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who killed Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop? Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would you have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on a boat? What? Well then, where did the murder take place? Shh, that's easy. It happened here. Take that! Here, of course, the boat shop where he lives. That way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. This looks like Nier Automata during the hacking sections. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones at the time. In other words, the gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned a boat? The boat shop. Aw, shit. Mr. Wright, what happened that night on Gourd Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning, and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. Ah! Dude's face. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went out into the middle of the lake. Then who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? I say the boat shop caretaker. Of course, it was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both missed Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why would he shoot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Hammond, the Jurassic Park guy. No, different Hammond. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness. Because obviously if he missed twice of both shots on purpose, it wouldn't matter if he missed the first shot. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Miss Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit, and he fires again. Then, the murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. Someone looking from the edge of the lake. It would appear that one of the men on the boat had shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything else falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body. And he threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gourd Lake. It's like, I have made shit up as I went, and it sounds plausible. Like, when you have to write an essay you procrastinated until the last minute on. Bailiff, bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly! Very well. While we are waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant Niles Edgeworth a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said. Yes. Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. Yes. Several days ago, I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it is. Your Honor, sir! Bailiff, we are conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared! He isn't at the boat shop either! What? What should I do? Find him, quickly! We cannot allow him to get away. That dude was like, I'm fucking out, peace of it! Mr. Von Karma, your witness has escaped. Disappeared, whatever. He's gone. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request the police department utilize all its forces to find that witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to this trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well. Court is adjourned. Smack the gavel! Yay, Nick, you did it! Yeah. Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry really helped us out. Sure, once I sifted through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. I know what you mean. It's almost like we're in a video game. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth? Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry, but I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right? There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now, and I don't know whether or not to tell you. Edgeworth? No, there's so little time left. I want to tell you to get it off my chest, but... I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. Oh. A murder? Don't tell me, Edgeworth, you actually did it. You actually killed that man. What was Mr. Edgeworth talking about? A memory of a crime that I committed. A memory of murder. Do you really think Mr. Edgeworth killed... I don't believe it. Not Edgeworth. Some painful memory has been troubling him recently. But he'd never take someone's life. Never! Nick? Yo, how is everyone doing? Larry, can you read the fucking room? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swooning in the aisles. Huh, Maya? Swooning? Me? Oh yes, I do remember feeling faint. Right on! Tell me the truth, was it like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Uh-huh. Me? He just butts in, he really does. Well, maybe my heart skipped a beat or two. I think you could do better than that. Come on, I said Edgeworth in there, dude. Edgy. You guys should be bowing before me, yeah. Bow before your hero. Larry, what the hell do you want? Larry, you really helped out in the trial today. You did. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Mr. Edgeworth would have been found guilty. But seriously, Nick, that boat shop caretaker guy's pretty suspicious. But Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just a guy sitting in the audience, you know? Before I was sitting, the Edgy seemed pretty edgy. I mean, can you really know what he's telling the truth about that night? Nick? I don't know. But what I do know is, I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Us two? Edgeworth and who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me, right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? But why you, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Enough with the silent treatment. Nick? Why do you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true. When we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? You didn't know him back then. Back when he wanted to become a defense attorney. Wait. Was that when you two were classmates? Yes. In grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? What? Hey, Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Oh, sorry, I kind of forgot. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm gonna hear this story today and that's final. Okay. It's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of 3rd grade. I was on trial. A class trial. A class trial? You remember, Larry. Spring, end of 3rd grade. Kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Huh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh, yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget, though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So, they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we held a classroom trial, with me as the defendant. I didn't do it! Tiny Phoenix. Guilty! He did it! Guilty! It was you! Give the money back! You're such a meanie! No one play with him! He smells! You can't hide the truth. Should be allowed in that relay race from the library committee. Oh my gosh. Did you rob that bank the other day? Like, dude, chill. Fucking kids are brutal. Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad, I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize, went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed. Amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole the money, was it? My money, rather. No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That is why, Your Honor, this boy is innocent. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. We don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all just shut up? Fucking Larry. Is that what it is? This is how it always is. Everybody gang up and pick on one person. Just think how he feels. He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. That's when I learned what it meant to be all alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. You did a good thing, Larry. Yeah, well, I was lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I'd done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after that class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remembered his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The DL6 incident. Right. I'm not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, "Dark Suspicions of a Demon Attorney." Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. He blocked me on Facebook. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean... That's why? That's why you became a defense attorney? To meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet with me whether he wanted to or not. In court. Edgeworth believed in me and I believe in him. He's in pain, no one's on his side. And to think we met... and to think we finally met over the murder of your sister. Fate's weird like that. I'm the only one who knows the real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Well, Nick. So is that why you helped me out for free? Yes. I helped you because I believed in you. Except I don't remember saying I'd do it for free. Oh, Nick! 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 We have to save Mr. Edgeworth. It's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well maybe. First, there's that rental boat shop. I'm using Larry's voice for mine. Oh no, it's all becoming mixed up. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. What the hell did I clean out? Oh, I guess all the second lake photo and okay. Let's see if we can talk to Edgeworth at a distance. Yeah, okay, there he is. You look as grim as always. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade? Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think he's the only one who really remembers. Well, it probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Ridiculous. Gee, thanks. That said, it does sound like the kind of thing you'd do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? I'm sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator with my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it. Yet, he was found innocent. The defense attorney got him off the hook. That would be Robert Hammond. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation. I had lost all memory of the murder. Again, I don't know exactly how tight an elevator is sealed and if oxygen deprivation is like an actual worry or not. Lost your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. Innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher and a man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So he's like my sister was to you, Nick. He is a perfectionist in all things. In court, in his personal life, he is obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly, huh? In all the cases he has taken on, none were left unsolved. Not one suspect was declared innocent. Ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty, perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he would do everything in his power to make it go away. Edgeworth? If what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. He's right! Now's no time to praise the enemy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. No kidding. Well, I think that's all we got from you. Let's say we go to the... I guess we can go back to Gord Lake. Maybe we can help find the boatman. Hey, pal, long time no see. Oh, Detective Gumshoe. Close one day. Got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. That's my duty to you as a police officer. And I'm off to catch me a criminal. Okay, bye, Gumshoe. Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, one other thing. Eek! No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Were a lot of us camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. And you got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Oh, goodness, 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 goodness. Oh, I gotta stretch. Ugh. I think I might run this up until the next court date, and then we'll call it. Huh? The steel eyesore is missing. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand is closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. The boat rental shop. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clearing up the throat anywhere. Hello, what might you be doing here? Out for a walk, hmm? Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. Mr. Grossberg, this is no time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. Yeah, that is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Hey, it's Polly. I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello? Hello? I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. She's got rice crackers on the table. I'm curious about this safe, though, since he's not here. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228! 1228. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Aw. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. This might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Ah, boring. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Edgeworth! Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on there? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Ow. I knocked my mic stand. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. How to kill Robert Hammond, frame Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake, getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Who could have written that letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. I wonder if let's go show this. I'm gonna say to Edgeworth, because this seems important. Oop, no. Edgeworth, see this letter? Hmm? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant you got declared guilty or something? Nice, Wright, but I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So he was following this letter then. Which means there was someone else behind it. Now was the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men? Meaning myself and Robert Hammond? It also says this is your last chance. Last chance? Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations of the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Oh, the twist. Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. Thought he was a clerk. I wonder if they're the same thing. We just happened to be in that elevator 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier! I want to get out! Help us get out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right? Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dock. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet. I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Help us get out! Don't shout. You'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe! You're using up my air! What? Stop breathing my air! I'll stop you! Ah! What? What are you? Stop breathing my air! No, Father! He's attacking Father! Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court of the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! Ah! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But that's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it this way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean... It was me. I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we gonna do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe. There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. Indeed, there is. Mr. Grossberg! Ah, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, hmm? It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... It's alright, Maya. Get it together, for God's sakes. I see. So Edgeworth had dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, hmm? Well... Also, consider this. You can quite certainly hold a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No! I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. Oh, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Huh? His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait! What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have an idea who wrote this? Can you take a look at that fucking letter again? They said it was perfect penmanship, didn't it? I wonder. Could it be Manfred von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? Well, I'm not sure. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! Oh shit, I kinda just threw it in the dark there. This is Von Karma's handwriting, I'm sure of it! I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means... The one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was... Correct. Manfred von Karma himself. What does this mean, then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but it's true. Well, he may have had one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man, forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. As a result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And? He lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? It's only a possibility, mind you. A possibility nonetheless. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Miles Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no! But how could Von Karma know that Mr. Edgeworth passed like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma was both persistent and a perfectionist. He may be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court, and Von Karma did win. But he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. Though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma's ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. A vacation? Yes, an unusual event for the man. That was the first and the last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacations? Like, go to the sea or to the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. But in any case, this was the only time he took a vacation from war. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. He wanted to keep a perfect record so badly. Why would he take such a long vacation? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6. You can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to Deal 6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is still murder, you know. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick! Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials, Perhaps we should go look for ourselves. Nope! Move back to... Wait, we're going to the law offices or we're going to... I guess we go to... One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. That's what I'm trying to do. There we go. I need to go to the criminal affairs department. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We were wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, no, I can't just have anyone wandering around in there. But, I guess Mr. Von Karma is in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the records room. Nick, let's hurry! Oh, shit. Quick, before he burns the place down. Dusty as always. We were only here just yesterday. I'm sure they just haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Hey, this is open. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking at it recently. The label says, unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases. Nick! The file for DL6, it's completely empty! What? What are you doing in here? Oh, he looks weird from straight on. I forgot how weird he looks. Yeek! Von Karma! You. How do you know my name? Huh? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. defense team? I beg your pardon, you see. I rarely remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second-rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, he will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You were right. So Von Karma is going to bring up the DL6 in court tomorrow. I think I have to present something to him. Probably the letter, huh? Even though it seems like a bad idea, we're going to present the letter. Mr. Von Karma, have a look at this. This piece of paper, which is like damning evidence towards you, that I have not made a copy of. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick, what is that thing? A stun gun. For self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will coast through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000! Well, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Now give me the letter. No! No! Whoa, what are you? Nick, run! Ah! Maya! Out of my way. Ah! I just got fucking tased. This fucking record room better have like cameras or something. I'm gonna press for assault. Ugh, he got us. The letter's gone, of course. They took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Is it really gone? Oh yeah. Well, he's got this DL case file at least. Wait, Maya jumped first. Maya, is she okay? Maya! Maya, open your eyes! Maya! Letter, did he take it? Huh? Oh, yeah. Are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Alright, Maya, now get enough of the pity party. Maya! There has to be some way I can help her. I'm gonna do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident evidence number 7, taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma's holding this when Maya jumped him. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Oh, it's gonna be the thrilling conclusion. But we're gonna save that for next time. Okay, because man, I cannot do this game long because It starts to be a murder in my throat, depending on what voices I have to do. Like, this was a lot of Larry this time, so it's like... Oof, I feel it. But... next time will be the last court date, or last court case, trial day, whatever you want to call it. For the 4th trial of this game. And afterwards, we'll do the 5th one. And that'll be the end of Phoenix Wright after that. The 5th one's fun. The 5th one, I think, as I've mentioned before, was made specifically for when the game got ported to the DS, because originally it only had 4 cases. So this was the last one for when it was a GBA game. So the 5th one was made specifically for the DS to take advantage of the touchscreen features, so it's got a lot more, like... How should I put this? It's got more interactive investigation to it. Like, you get to, like, touch and rotate things. It's pretty cool. I'm excited to see it. Or I'm excited to play it again. But anyway, that will do it for tonight's stream. Got through more of the case 4, and as you can see, as you move along in the game, the cases get progressively longer. There's more stuff to do, and you essentially hit like that 3-day trial limit. But it's fun nonetheless. Lots of twists and turns. We hit a lot of the big ones, specifically Von Karma being like, yes, I'm the one who told Yanni Yogi, who's the caretaker, to kill Edgeworth. It's like, huh? What? Why? But we'll get to see why and everything else next time we play Phoenix Wright. But as for tomorrow, or I should say as for the weekend, tomorrow specifically we start the game Killer Frequency, horror-based game where you play as a DJ on the radio who helps potential slasher victims and guide them to safety. Will we be able to guide them all, or will we inevitably screw up somewhere? We'll see. And then Saturday, of course, we have at 4 p.m. Central, a little bit earlier, and on a day we don't usually stream, our collab with Dusk with more It Takes Two. It's been a hot minute since we played that, so I'm excited to get back into that. As always, the schedule is pinned on my Twitter, so be sure to check that out. Be sure to look at that if you are uncertain as to what is happening when and why. First, let me take a look. Is there anyone streaming? I think no. It looks like Emmy. It looks like okay. I think Ellie is still streaming. So let's see here. Let me double check that. Make sure I'm not like crazy or nothing. Yeah, no, she's still streaming. Okay, yeah, she's still streaming, and she's doing the charity stream for what is it? Gamers Outreach, Gamers Out, something like that. God, I'm bad with names with stuff like this, but yes, it's for a good cause. So by all means, we're gonna send everyone her way for some more support there, even if it's just tuning in. He's playing Overcooked 2, which is chaotic, and hopefully won't send you guys in at like the last 30 seconds of the stream. But here we go. We're gonna go and start the raid, so you guys get ready. But yeah, that'll do it for the stream. Say hi to Ellie when you guys get in there. And everyone have a good night. And I hope to see you on the next stream. But until then, bye-bye.